What up? What up? ThirdWorldDon in the
Yo,
building, everybody.
what's happening?
Man, it's an honor to have you here on King Legend Talks, man. I just want to start off by saying I appreciate your time.
It's a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me.
Ain't no problem, man. You've been working on so much stuff, man. It's like, where do we start? You over there grinding hard, man. You
Different
ain't
levels. You tapping into different levels. You know, it's
absolutely. You ain't playing no games. You grinding all 2020, man.
a fact. That's a fact.
That's that energy we like to have, man. So let's go ahead and talk about how you been making it through the pandemic. How the family doing? Everybody good?
Uh, Man, I actually ended up catching COVID, I think, in June.
Hmm.
Died.
Man,
Yeah.
whoo.
I probably was the only person, me and my cousin were the only person out of my family that actually caught COVID. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise than that,
Got you, got you.
I feel like COVID is a time that really like tested your hustle. If you was a hustler,
Facts.
you was getting it during the pandemic.
Big facts. I mean, you ain't the only one in that situation, bro. You ain't
Yeah.
gonna know this, but I caught COVID myself.
Oh shit.
And I was on a ventilator for 12 days. So
On
yeah.
the ventilator.
Huh?
You actually was on the ventilator.
Yeah, for 12 days.
What was that like?
They was trying to count me out, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I'm still here though.
Hey, we blessed,
You
man.
know what I mean?
We here for a reason.
So you can relate, like COVID different, man.
Different. It's different.
You know, some people they really ain't really know anybody personally that had it. They might know of somebody, but tell them, man, it's different when you've been through it.
It's definitely different. You know what I'm saying? And it changes your whole perspective because, sometimes we run around and we think we invincible. When
Yeah,
life throws a curveball at you that you can't control, that's out of your control.
come on, man, preach.
Yeah,
It's,
facts. Like that shit up
it,
real quick.
yeah, it changed your whole life around, man. Like, COVID for me ended up giving me nerve damage. I was a photographer doing my thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just made a post today about getting through that whole situation and still grinding and staying positive through everything, man. You know what I mean?
That's
So
bro. You know what's crazy? I've been ripping and running ever since, and like I haven't really taken the time to stop and really like pay attention to see if you
yeah,
know what I'm saying. But you say you had some nerve damage.
yeah, man. Like it was a lot to process to say the least, but we warriors. We gonna get through everything.
Facts,
Big
facts.
fact. So, speaking of that, man, being warriors and all, tell me what it was like for you to grow up in, like, Kingston, Jamaica, man. Where you from?
Oh man, I feel like it was a oxymoron almost because it's like to me Jamaica is the most beautiful place on the planet. Um,
Yeah,
I'm so proud of my culture. I'm so proud of where I'm from. It made me who I am. Anyone, people from around the world come to our country and they fall in love. You know what I'm saying? We're such a small island, but we have such a big impact on the culture in general. And
it's real beautiful.
it's beautiful. The culture, the people, it's amazing. So I feel like to throw it off is just like everything has a price. So being that it's so beautiful and amazing is just like it's very dangerous.
Yeah, it's like a diamond. Yeah, I
Like
understand.
going to El Dorado and looking at the city of gold, but then you got to go over the fucking alligator pits and the spike. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. I mean, like, that's the cost of anything great. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like you got to really work hard. It ain't for everybody.
So growing up in that environment, the one thing I could say that, you know what I'm saying, like when I moved to America, I noticed a difference. Is like when you're in Jamaica, it's always like a constant, you're always on alert because anything could happen at any time.
Yeah.
And I feel, like when you're in America, it's a little bit more laid back. You got cameras everywhere, you got gated community.
You feel a little more safe.
You just feel a little bit more relaxed. Like in Jamaica, you have to be on edge. You have to be on point. You have to be watching your surroundings. And I'm pretty sure it's like that, you know what I'm saying, in certain neighborhoods in America. But that's
Yeah.
that's where I come from.
That's facts, man. So, moving on to America, when did you first get over here, man? Like, when that happened?
In 2005.
Oh, okay, okay. You speak like extremely good English too, man.
You
Like,
know what, man? I learned my American from rap music, from hip hop.
word.
So, since I was a little kid, I've been listening to rap music and watching American movies, and I've been emulating that accent. And now I've
Okay.
my own imitation blend of what I think is a American accent. You know what I'm saying? But come to my crib or you come around me and my homies and shit, it's like a whole different lingo.
Yeah, you speak better English than some people I know that's been born and raised out here.
Hey, shit, man. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real.
Your boy in some movies and shit.
Facts, facts. So let's talk about the album. You know, the correct me if I'm wrong, the MIUNGU YA MUZIK. That's the best way I can pronounce it.
What I
Like
would
that's
say, man, is hey, you make your own pronunciation. If that's how you feel it,
yeah.
that's how it sounded. You know what I'm saying? It's more about less about the pronunciation and more about the feeling of it. You know what I'm saying? I teamed up with my team, the president, Beat Bopper, Bentley Music, and put out an international album. Is a lot of major artists on the project as well as independent artists. And we just wanted to come with that vibe. Like everybody's coming out with projects and music, but nobody's really doing compilations. So I feel like that's where we got the market corner.
Yeah, y'all definitely delivered, man. I mean, that thing is the #1 new release on Amazon Music right now.
Absolutely.
And the collabs were like out of this world.
Bananas.
For real.
If y'all haven't checked it out, y'all make sure y'all go check that project out. We #1 on Amazon. We running up the charts. How you say it?
Minyanga. See, look, why you gonna do me like that? Why you gonna do me like that? All right. I'm gonna try and say it one more time. MIUNGU YA MUZIK. I said it wrong again, but hey, I got the YA MUZIK part. That's what's important. I got that part down. All right. He put me on the spot like that, y'all. That's what it was. All right, that's cool. Hey, one up. You got me. Hey, so let's talk about one of the dopest things I've seen about the album. It's like, the album sales is being contributed to the fatherless children in Jamaica. Let's talk about that. How do you feel about that whole process, and what does it feel like to be part of that?
I feel as if like that's one of my main motivational purposes in life. That's my main drive. Like when I started this music shit, my sole purpose was to pretty much like prove, not necessarily prove, but yeah, prove that someone that comes from where I come from can really do this shit. And at the same time, I wanted to show other kids that come from my neighborhood, my country, my culture, not even just from Jamaica, anyone in the Caribbean, anywhere, anyone from a third world country, if you're from Africa, if you're from India, Bangladesh, wherever, like you could really chase your dream and accomplish that. And you don't have to necessarily be American to be a rapper, or you don't necessarily have to, speak English. Me growing up, I grew up off of like maybe the third generation of hip hop, 90s, early 2000s, and like being a kid from where I'm from in the inner city, we was look on TV and see the big rap stars, there's 50 Cents and Snoop Dogg's, and like in where we were from, it was kind of like almost laughed at to dream big. You know what I'm saying? We either gonna end up dead. I wouldn't even say like in America they say dead or in jail. Like most times we wouldn't even make it to jail or make it to prison. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up either like fucked up or either dead, or pardon me for my cursing. But yeah, like when you dreamt big, especially coming from where I came from, it wasn't something that people took seriously. People would laugh at you and say, "Oh, you never," you know what I'm saying? So that was my main motivational factor, really, to just get out here and like no matter what. I didn't know where I was gonna start and how I was gonna do it, but I knew I could do it. And I just work hard and put the grind down. And, I'm here as a living testament to show other people that, regardless of your circumstances or what you have facing, you could really accomplish your dream. And it doesn't have to be just rap or music. It could be acting, it could be medicine, it could be engineering. It's just like never stop. Like always work hard, stay on your grind.
Yeah, man. So like, how does it feel? Like, what were some of the things that was going through your mind when I know from the environment you was raised up in, it had to been moments where you felt like, man, I don't even know if I should be doing this or not, or maybe I should focus on something else. When you ever had those kind of feelings or emotions, what did you tell yourself to keep moving forward?
That's a whole. I'm gonna try to keep it because that'll take a whole hour. But I feel like every artist, that's a constant battle. That's a constant battle that you go through. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant mental struggle because to yourself, you're your harshest critic. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody knows your full potential except you. So we might see so-and-so, there might be people looking at this interview right now that look up to me and think, oh, wow, this guy is doing this and he's on a certain level. But you know what I'm saying? There's always another level. Yeah. There's always going to be somebody doing it better than you and somebody doing worse. So mentally it's always a struggle. You know what I'm saying? So I've many parts of my career, you know what I'm saying, I felt like I wanted to give up. I still struggle with that at times. And there's even things that I'm going through now as a result of that. You know what I'm saying? There was a point in my life where I felt like, man, I'm gonna put this music shit to the side and I'm gonna go full-fledged in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And I start catching cases and start having to deal with that, start having to deal with jail time and facing life sentences and all type of shit. And really, like, my message is I don't want the kids to make the same mistakes that someone like me made, or, you know what I'm saying, other people that they look up to made. You know what I'm saying? Never get sidetracked from your dream or your hustle, because trust me, the grass ain't greener.
Man, I hope people was really listening to that, bro, because that, you just dropped some jewels right there. Like, that's no joke. Everything you said is so real, and it's relatable to a lot of people, especially ones that's tied up in the streets, man. And they're going back and forth between the streets and making this music. Music is therapy for a lot of people. And for you, how did music serve as therapy for you?
I feel like growing up, I was very intelligent, very expressive, but my expression was never really. It took me a while to be able to, like, speak and express. Because I remember when I first came to America, I couldn't even really put 5 sentences together. You know what I'm saying? I would have, and I'd just be quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But I didn't really know how to articulate myself as well as they did. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn over a period of time, and I came with age and maturity. But always, I remember always being able to express myself through art, whether visual art or whether it was writing, you know, whether it's you know, I wrote stories, I wrote poems, and then that eventually led to me, you know, starting to work on music. So what I always knew is like, yo, this thing, music, is like, this is how I express myself. This is who I really am. You know what I'm saying? And if anyone wants to know who ThirdWorldDon is, they could go listen to my music and they could see who I really am.
Man, and speaking of ThirdWorldDon, where did the name come from? Let's talk about that. Where did you come up with the name ThirdWorldDon?
I wouldn't say I came up with it. I would say it just, you know, it was given. You know, I used to go by a couple other different names when I first started doing music. And I think like maybe like 7, 8 years into music, I ended up doing a project, which would be my first project as ThirdWorldDon, which you could go stream that right now. It's on Spotify, iTunes. It's a classic project. It's going to go down in the history books. It is self-titled. It's called ThirdWorldDon. You know what I'm saying? Where smash records like Ray Charles come from. You know what I'm saying? That was my first blessing to the world right there. So when I did that project, I ended up, you know, signing to a major label and ended up re-releasing that. And we was in a meeting one day, and, you know what I'm saying, like, it was just like, no, it's ThirdWorldDon.
I feel you. And then we can't mention, I'm sorry, we can't mention you and not talk about going platinum, man. You know what I'm saying? And the UK with #1, like, that had to been a crazy emotion, like a crazy feeling.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The craziest thing is it's learning from that experience. I see how the world works. I see how the universe works. You know what I'm saying? Your success is not gonna come how you want it or when you expect it. It's when you're ready for it. So I did so much things, you know what I'm saying? Me and my homies, me and my crew did so much things up until that point, you know what I'm saying, to get to that point. But when we got there, we didn't even realize, like, we right there.
Yeah.
And when it happened, I realized, like, why we went through all the shit we did, why we did all the shows that we did, why we, you know, went on all the tours that we did, why we was on the train track selling CDs, why we was doing this, why we was, you know what I'm saying? Because it all culminated in that moment.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to really see the full picture when you just a dot on it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to...
That's part of the mental struggle.
Yeah, like, if you're an ant, the grass look real tall. You feel me? But when, like us, we look down at the grass and we cut it with no problem. So it's all about perception. What I would say
too is, like, humility. Like, when you detach yourself from ego and you have humility, then it's not a difficult journey.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you serve a bigger purpose. You know what I'm saying? You are within the world. You are not the world.
Yeah.
So then you understand your role and you can take what's coming at you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So moving back to the MIUNGU YA MUZIK album, let's talk about some of the features that you work with on that album right now. Like, for example, you work with Gucci, man. Like, how was that collab? What was that energy like?
Man, uh, Gucci is a legend, man. He's a legend. He's a gatekeeper. He's somebody that always believes in new talent. He's always on the scene first. He's always trying to put dudes on, and I have nothing but respect for him.
Right.
You know, that's something in the works. We got some big shit coming. Video coming. You know what I'm saying? We got the whole machine gearing up to push that record. So if y'all haven't checked that out, y'all go check that out on the project ThirdWorldDon. Jump Out the Gym featuring Gucci Man. Shout out to the whole 1017 squad. Shout out to the whole 8.
Word. I gotta say this right now, y'all. If y'all listening to this man right up here talking, one of the first things I notice is how humble he is. He is not out here boasting. He ain't doing none of the extra, making none of that noise. He is really being mad humble on everything I done talked to him about so far. And I think that's an important trait in any artist that's upcoming or any artist that's solidified in the industry that made it. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are always looking up to you as an influence. You know what I'm saying? So if I was a young artist and I wanted to accomplish some of the milestones you done reached in your career so far, what would be one of the things that you would tell me, you know, as far as guidance when it comes to approaching the music industry?
I would say that well, first of all, people like where I come from, coming from a third world country, we come from nothing. So I feel like that gives us the edge. When you
Yeah.
nothing, you're set to gain everything. You look at the world differently. But my advice to somebody up and coming, like I said, stay humble. Don't take no for. Believe in yourself. Believe in your, like, everyone has a voice. You know what I'm saying? You want to call it God, you want to call it your conscience. We all have a knowing, and we all have knowledge of self. Whether it's now or later down the line when you discover yourself, you have a knowledge of self. So if you gotta, you know what I'm saying, there's gonna be a time in your life where you gotta dig deep as a person and figure out, like, okay, I want to be a carpenter. I've been working at this for 5-6 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm the rawest nigga in my neighborhood. I get busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm building Noah's Ark. And you're going to have people that are going to tell you that, nah, you don't have what it takes. So you got to know within yourself. You got to be real with yourself. And you got to know within yourself, like, yo, these people saying all this shit, but I know, you know what I'm saying? I know I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people often project their own insecurities.
Oh, that's facts right there.
People going to try to get in your way. People going to try to hold you back. So if you know within yourself, because there's times too, there's things in my life that I tried that I knew, yo, this ain't for me. And I fell back. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have that knowing. You got to be real with yourself and have that knowing. But when you know, you just got to stick to your guns. You got to follow your instinct.
What was one of the toughest lessons you had to learn, like, since being in the industry as a whole?
I would say one of the toughest lessons I had to learn is not to take things personal.
Yeah, that's hard.
There's the art of music, and then there's a music industry. And the music industry is just strictly business. So you
Big
can't
facts.
the art with the business. You know what I'm saying? It's dope when artists are able to balance the art with the business, but this is a business. You know what I'm saying? So if you step into a room and this situation is not the fit for you, or this person don't fuck with your shit, you can't never take it personal. It's just business. You got to just keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, once you raise your stock, then they're going to double back. Now you charge them double.
Facts. They're going to miss it on the first go, but
Yeah.
that's their loss.
Yeah. So I would say, you know what I'm saying, that was one of the hardest lessons, not to take it personal.
Man, that's real, man. So let's
But
talk about success.
yeah,
What is success to you?
success to me is inner happiness, fulfillment, and just being able to inspire others. And I say inspiring others in a positive way.
Yeah.
I could go inspire you to go rob the bank.
Facts.
Oh, where you gonna end up at?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot of that going on, but you know what I'm talking about. That's real.
Right.
So I guess my next question would be for you is as far as being successful and things of that nature, how long would you say you've been investing in yourself to be here? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people they miss out on the fact of taking yourself serious. If you want other people to invest in you, you got to start with self first. You know what I'm saying? You got to build your own brand and things of that nature. So for you, you know, that might just be something as simple as just getting your charisma on point. You know what I'm saying? So for you, how long would you honestly say you really been grinding hard to really invest in yourself and your craft?
I would say since I've probably been 12 years old.
12 years old.
But at 12 years old, I knew who I was and what I wanted to be. And it seemed crazy as hell to me as a little kid. I'm like, and like, it seemed crazy. But I knew.
Yeah.
That's when I first rhymed. That's when I started, like, you know what I'm saying? That's when it all, like, since 12. I started, you know, working on my raps and working on music until, you know, I started figuring out how to record. It took me a while to build up my confidence to where I could show it to other people. Then I started involving other people. Then I started battling people at my school. Then I started, you know what I'm saying? It was a gradual progression. It was a long, long journey. But yeah, I would say since then.
And the reason I ask that is because so many people, they can look at somebody and be like, oh, they're overnight success. And you're like, look, man, I've been grinding since I was 12. Don't get it twisted. You heard me? Like, this is something that has been in the works for a very long time, and I'm finally reaping the benefits of it. You know, this ain't something that just happened.
If you were to ask someone that knew me since I was maybe like 14, they would tell you that I'm the same nigga. And I'm literally doing the same shit. But just every time it's just
elevating.
I was recording my little mixtapes, you know what I'm saying, and investing in my little CDs. And this is the first time I'm actually saying this on an interview. But I remember being 14, recording my mixtape. Yeah, recording my mixtape. I would record my tracks. Then I would go take the bus to like somewhere called Halfway Tree or Crossroads. Mm-hmm. This is when computers just came out for the first couple of years. So this is like computers just been out for like 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I finally get myself a computer. I don't even have internet at this time. So I done recorded my little mixtape. And now I'm going to the spot. So now I got enough bread. I done saved up my lunch money. So now I'm gonna buy 100 CDs. You know what I'm saying? So I bought 100 CDs, slide back to the crib. Then I done invested. I done bought myself a little burner. Because back then, burners didn't come with computers. So now I plugged the burner into the computer, and now I done sat there and designed my little covers, 100 covers. And then now I done burnt my little mixtape on the CDs and wrote, you know what I'm saying, the name of the mixtape. So now I'm at school the next day with 100 CDs. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yo, $50, 100, whatever it was that I was selling it at the time. You know what I'm saying? By the end of the day, that 100 CDs would have been gone. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going back, re-ing up. And I've been doing that since 14.
Man, you know, and that's a big difference between a lot of new artists upcoming nowadays. They don't know nothing about that struggle. You know, now they just putting it on Spotify and it's reaching people for them. How would you say that benefited you as like your work ethic goes with your music?
Like the new streaming and all that?
Yeah.
I would say that it put the game on steroids, because now I don't have to do that. I could do the song, I could do the project, and then I could just go upload it to whatever, you know what I'm saying, or the distribution platform, and I could blast it out to, you know, my followers or whatever the case may be, and then, you know what I'm saying, it just makes the process so much more simpler to get it into the hands of who wants to hear it.
Facts. But that experience you had and you went through, a lot of people are missing out on that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in a position where you got the best of both worlds, because you remember what it was like to actually walk up to people and try to push your music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people kind of just putting it on Instagram and hoping they can get the shares and stuff like that, but they don't have to make that actual contact with an individual and be like, yo, this is my song. Check it out, man. All I want you to do is listen. You know what I'm saying?
I still feel like it's the same thing, because even though you put your shit online, it's just there. You get what I'm saying? You still gotta do that legwork. You still gotta put that legwork in.
You gotta put that connection out there. I understand that. I feel you, man. So what you working on now as far as like in the next 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Uh, what I see is my team, and I see the work that we're putting in, and I see the potential of what we're doing, and I just want to live up to that. That's kind of what I see. I don't really have an expectation of where I see myself. You know, I know I put the work in. You know, I produce, I engineer my own music, I direct my own videos, I write my own treatments, I do movies, I direct videos for other people, I write for other people. You know what I'm saying? I do it all, really. So
Word.
putting in the work. So, you know, when you see, when you sow the seeds, you know, you're going to be fruitful. So I don't really too focus on, you know what I'm saying, the outcome of it. I just put the work in.
Absolutely. And one of the things I always ask people on this show, because I'm big on legacy, you know, when people mention ThirdWorldDon, what's one of the things you want them to remember about you?
I want them to remember the impact that I had on the game. You know what I'm saying? As I'm getting deeper and deeper into it, I see, you know what I'm saying, I see the impact that I had. You know what I'm saying? I see the impact not only on like other artists that came after me that, you know, are doing the same thing or similar, but I see, you know, how my style and my presence has impacted the game. Whether it's on a mainstream platform or whether it's, you know, or not. Like I pride myself on being unique. And I feel like there's no one on this planet that could do what I do humbly. And
Absolutely.
to build on that. And, you know, that'll speak for itself.
Man, I just got to say, this conversation with you has been dope, bro. Like, your energy, your vibe, and the thing that just shined the most on you is your humbleness, man.
Thank
You mad humble, you know, and I keep saying that throughout the interview because a lot of people got to understand, yo, sometimes when people reach certain levels, they get their egos get so big, they completely forget that person they was when they was at their own hometown, when they grew up, when they was raised. And a lot of times it's not on purpose. You know, a lot of times the shiny lights and the fancy cars can do that to you. But being able to remain humble throughout that whole process is how you don't lose yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Keep that knowledge of self, because if you allow material or circumstances to give you a false confidence, you know what I'm saying, it's always going to lead to destruction. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm the same man on and off the camera. I'm the same man with or without the jewels, with or without the cars. I done slept on the floor. I done slept in the king size. You know what I'm saying? I done walked on, took the bus, and I done whipped the Wraith. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't
Facts.
like life is in ups and downs. Everybody gonna go through their ups and downs. So, you know what I'm saying? I pride myself in being pretty much like a universal soldier. Like we gonna go to war regardless of the circumstances, regardless of whether it's raining or storming or sunny. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go out there and we're going to make it happen. The Trench God album is coming very soon. We're just putting the final touches on it. This will be my third solo effort. This is going to be a monumental album. It's going to show growth, you know, especially for the people that's been rocking with me since day one. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a treat. This is my most personal album. I didn't do this one to get a commercials hit or a single. I didn't do this for the club. I did this. This is the most realest project that I think, you know, not the real, I would say one of the most realest project as a fan of music that an artist has done. I feel like I really tapped into a place that, you know, not many artists can find and really put my life on the track. So anyone that knows me from day one and anyone that's been following from day one, this will be a real treat for y'all. So y'all look out for that. Y'all tap in. And I also want to send a special shout out to my team. I got to shout out everybody before we even get into play music.
Of course, of course.
So shout out to Bentley Records. Shout out to Beat Bopper. Shout out to the president. Shout out to Dre Knight. Shout out to Big Man. Shout out Ken Jones. Me and Ken Jones got something crazy coming on the way. We just shot the video yesterday, Slip and Slide. And shout out to the whole Third World Gang movement. And shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us since day one. Stay with us. We got something special coming for y'all, man. We ain't going to let y'all down. Straight up.
And real quick, when can they expect your new album, your new project?
I'm going to just drop it on. I'm going to just drop it on them.
Okay.
On them. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to give any dates. You know what I'm saying? Just look out. When it's coming, it's coming. When it's here, it's here.
In other words, stay tuned, y'all, because it's coming, though.
Might be dropping tonight. It might be dropping tomorrow. Who the fuck knows?
I like that. You never know, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and play. I'm not gonna play the whole song. I'm gonna play a quick snippet of it real quick. Just let's get this money. You know what I'm saying? You then already put all your shout outs right there, being mad humble like you do, man. So let's go ahead and get right to it.
But yeah, I couldn't do this by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only here because of the people that's behind me, the people that stand in the battle with me. You know what I'm saying? I got a strong team, and I'm trying to make sure we take it to the championship.
Absolutely. Hey, I already know y'all gonna love this track right here, 'cause I done heard it 1,000 times. This is dope. But I want y'all that's in here to participate. Go ahead, drop some fire in the chat if you love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know you're gonna love it. It's simple, just like that.
Yo, Don, what's cracking? Yo, this is Michael Hudgens, a.k.a. Let's Get This Money. Yo, just had to come on here and give you some love and also show my homeboy King Legend, you know, some love on the hottest podcast on iHeartRadio. Yo, like I told my homeboy King Legend, and I'm going to tell the world, yo, I feel like I got the hottest artists out there. And, yo, me and the president is 100% behind you, yo. So looking forward to our next album, Trench Guy. And it's all on the up and up. So, yo, stay up, stay blessed. 100.
That was a little surprise for you right there, man. It's a shout out.
Popper, shout out to Gem Factory. Shout out to like all the whole gang. Like, we coming in this. We got our foot on their neck. That's how we coming all year.
Absolutely. This called Jump Off the Gym featuring Gucci Man. Let's get it.
Full of bad bitches, young niggas and G's. My enemies be on my dick, they look like groupies to me. My bad, that's your girlfriend, then why she leaving with me? We ain't dated but a week, but still she gave me a key. I see your homeboy picture, man, a grandmother 3. I told him count them bands up, I got it, 70 a key. And even though you see me MTV Jam of the week, I got the stupidest rich game a nigga ever to sing. I got the kangaroo money, about to jump on my chain. I count $100,000, I was just in my teens. NBA money, nigga, this just one of my rings. You say your nigga getting money, that ain't no money to me. I got the kangaroo money, about to jump on my chain. I count $100,000, I was just in my teens. NBA money, nigga, this just one of my rings. You say your nigga getting money, that ain't no money to me.
Track, jumping out the gym like a Kareem Abdul. Smoking on weed like Snoop. Sipping on lean like soup. Got bricks I'ma need like food. Whipping the puck out the fiends like woo. Dope so pure, make it sneeze like true. Shorty for the team like swoosh. Better had the green like she slide through. For the credit, I just need my due. Never ever wanna be like you. Fucking your bitch, all up inside of your crib. Might as well leave my shoe. Ready to set, that's gang time. Jumped over niggas like hang time. Okay, dug a bank account. Niggas trash, I'ma take them out.
I got the kangaroo money, about to jump on my chain. I count $100,000, I was just in my team.
What's up? Y'all go stream that. That's out on right now. Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever music on. You can find that shit on the iPad, the Snapchat, the TikTok. Let's get it, man.
The vibes is crazy, man. Look, man, I just want to say I appreciate you so much for coming through, man. It's been a dope interview. Y'all make sure y'all tap in on iHeartRadio app. This interview is definitely going to be up there shortly, man. Anything you want to leave the people with?
Make sure y'all look out for Trench God. Y'all tap in. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all add me on Instagram, ThirdWorldDon. And y'all just stay safe, stay humble, stay positive. You know what I'm saying? Stay motivated, keep grinding, because every dog got his day, even the underdogs.
Absolutely, man. Good vibes. I appreciate you again, my brother.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Not a problem.